Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to JFE Baseball Softball Complex. I should say the softball first. Anyway, for an afternoon game between the visiting Moline Maroons and the hosting Geneseo Lady Leafs. This is a Western Big Six matchup and a pretty good rivalry over the last few decades. Coach May is with me. My name is Coach Pat Mitchell, and I have Mr. Keith Kennett on the camera. Coach May, what do you know about the Maroons as we get started here?
Yeah, the Maroons are 4-7 overall. They're 2-1 in Western Big Six, good enough for fourth place. They 0-2 at home and 3-2 away, and 1-3 in neutral. Scored 55 runs, averaging 5.2, and giving up 66, giving up 6. They had a one-game losing streak, and we're off.
All right, the Maroons played yesterday at Rock Ridge, losing 12-11. They've lost to Rock Ridge twice this year. Leafs' last game was Tuesday against Galesburg, 23-0 win. The Leafs have won 7 in a row. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter. With these two teams, you throw the records out. It's always a good competition. We have Kendall Wassenhove on the mound. My guess is that's Colby Cosmaker catching. I'll pull up the game changer here in a second. If they've been going the same way they've gone, it's Maddie Bicey at third base, J. Lee Brudos at short. Ground ball foul. Avery Kennedy at second, and Kyle New at first base. McKenna Johnson in left. Remley Dwyer in center, and Grace Kaiser in right field.
Showing my age, but it seems weird still not to see girl at third base.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 5.
I know last year the Lady Maroons were head coach was Jordan Wages. She was an outstanding player for Moline and Illinois State 2 years back.
Moline gets the lead off with a base on balls.
This is the second batter for Moline, Kaylee Dennis. At first base, is Emerson Morass.
Oh, that one's got a distance.
Well, that's off the top of the building here. That one definitely came right at you.
Park's not going to hold that one.
Nope. So Moline draws first blood, quickly off to a 2-0 start. Home run by Dennis. Nobody out still. Lady Maroons lead 2-0.
And that got out in a hurry. I don't know why
Brings up Peyton Lilleman.
Keith had a play, but he just didn't make it.
I know when they built this building out here, we talked about how it would be target practice. So, it's early. Leafs have been in a hole before. See if we can battle out of this. Foul off, 0-1.
Just amazing how those walks score, though, isn't it? Oh, we talked about that.
We've been talking about that for a long time. And it's not the home run, it's the walks and airs in front of it.
Nice stop.
Maddie Bicey. Ball hits off the glove in front of her. Quick enough not to panic, get up and throw the Lilleman out of first base. That's the first out for the Maroons. The beautiful sunny day here at JFE Complex. I know the game time temperature is 59. The last 2 times we've been here, the wind chill, or the feels like, has been in the mid-30s. So this is a much nicer day.
And we're inside. I've been out watching games and with parkas and umbrellas, and now it's beautiful. We're inside.
This is number 11, Nicole Carmen, up the bat. Got a 1-on-1 count.
See if she can keep the ball down here and get another ground ball.
1-2 count on the Moline Lady Maroon 4-hitter. Popped up behind the plate. Catcher Colby Cosmaker does a nice job grabbing that one.
Excellent hustle by Cosmaker.
Second out for the Lady Maroons.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 15, Kaylee Reynolds.
This would be number 15, Kaylee Reynolds, come to the plate for the Lady Maroons. Left-handed batter. Swing through. 0-1. Leafs come in here with an overall record of 9-4. Winners of their last 7 games. Ball high. They are 3-0 in the Western Big Six, which is good enough for first place. A half game behind is Sterling at 2-0. Pulled foul down the right field line. 1-2 count. Rock Island follows Sterling. And then I believe it's Moline and UT. After that, Quincy and Galesburg. Excuse me, can't forget Alleman in there. Can't forget Alleman. They're ahead of UT, but then Quincy and Galesburg brings up the backside of the Western Big Six. So we're ball 3, full count. Reynolds has worked herself to a full. Don't want to lose this one here.
Well, she's been working up and down. She's got to.
Reynolds stays alive, fouls off a pitch. Like we said, Geneseo's last game was against Galesburg, scoring 23 runs. I happened to look at the Galesburg scores, and they're giving up quite a few runs this year.
What were you saying the other day? Was it that long ago that you guys were in regionals against them?
2019, I guess that's 6 years. They won a regional and lost to Pontiac in the sectional semifinal, and then we lost to Pontiac after that in the sectional final. Looks like we'll get a courtesy runner.
Coming in to run, number 10, Rayanne.
Courtesy runner will be Rayanne Goodwin. Courtesy running for Reynolds. Fouled off, 0-1.
Batting for the Maroons, number 16, Gianna De Leon.
Gianna De Leon, the batter.
See if Wassenhofen can get him out ahead and a nice 27 hopper here.
Pop up just off first base. Noel can't come down with it. 0-2 count though. Two outs here. Off the end of the bat, popped up behind the plate. Colby Cosmaker underneath it and makes a nice grab. That's a tough play for a catcher. I don't care whatever level.
No, and see two of them in the same inning is
yeah,
not that out.
You don't see that very often.
No, and
that's quite the rarity.
And she did a nice job on both of them. Got her back to the plate.
Let the Moline score 2 runs on just the one long ball and lead the Geneseo Lady Leafs 2-0. Leafs coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. We talked about how Moline's done home and away. The Lady Leafs are 3-1 here at JFE, 4-0 on the road. And then at neutral sites, when they went down to Gulf Shores, Alabama, they went 2-3. So that gives you a 9-4 record overall. They are scoring at almost 9 runs a game, giving up about 5 runs a game. All total, they've given up 66 runs coming into this. The issue with that is only 34 of them have been earned. So you got a really young defense coach, man. This is your first time seeing them this year. You'll find out there's 3 seniors that start. You have Avery Kennedy at second base, Maddie Bicey at third base, and Kyle Newell at first base. Everybody else is a sophomore or freshman.
Wow. That bodes well for experience-wise.
Most definitely.
As years come up.
It's one of the things I was telling when I talked to Coach Johnson, that every win you can get with such a young group is outstanding. But you're getting some really really good hitting in defense out of Avery Kennedy and some decent hitting out of Maddie Bicey and Kyle Newell. So you do have some seniors there that can lead the way.
Yeah, hopefully that's what you're getting to, is also leadership out of your seniors.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Well, speaking of Avery Kennedy, she'll be the leadoff batter for the Lady Leafs. Ground ball to shortstop, bobbled by the Moline shortstop. First pitch.
She gets down the line pretty good.
That is Kaylee Reynolds on the mound. I believe this might be McKenna Johnson. It is. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be sacrificed or not, but if it's supposed to be sacrificed, I think you'd want her out sooner.
Yeah.
But if it's off the plate, 1-1.
You give up 2 in the top. We always talk about winning the inning. They're not going to win the game, but win the inning.
Avery Kennedy still second. I don't think she was stealing on the pitch, though. I think she just saw the pitch going way off and took off.
She was in easy. She's in standing up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
good base running there.
Oh, that one she's going to be out. I'm not so sure about that one.
The umpire's right there, but
no, I think she was out. I don't know if that was
why we're running in that situation.
Yeah. Down 2, you got a runner in scoring position, nobody out. You got a chance to move her around. But be that as it may, there's ball 4 to McKenna Johnson. She walks, got 1 out for the Lady Leafs.
Early in the game, you might want to put pressure on the defense and see what they can do. So,
right. This will bring up Lily Brown. Lily Brown, one of the aforementioned sophomores, as is Johnson. Fouls one off down left field side. 0-1. That's the one thing we've seen, though. The couple games we've done is Almond scored early, and then we come back and score like 8 or 6 or whatever it was. And now, softly roller to the shortstop's having trouble picking that ball up. And I don't have a number for that shortstop.
26.
26.
Emerson Rasso.
Emerson Rassos.
For the Lady Leafs, number 2.
So Lily Brown on with the shortstop air.
It's amazing how many times when you sit back on a ball, how it finds that.
But that's two really short. Short swing, check swing, weak ground balls is short. Maddie Bicey at the plate. Tells me it looks like some type of a changeup that she's seeing. Maddie Bicey 0-2. She's one of the Lady Leaf seniors, the 4 hitter.
I'm thinking the catcher might have got crossed up last time.
Yeah, very possible. Coaching at third base for the Lady Leafs looks like Coach Jenny Johnson, one of the co-head coaches with Coach Bob Pettit. Looks like Maddie Mackey at first base. Also on that coaching staff is Amanda Frankenreiter, Jessie Dobbles, and Hannah Verbeck. Oh, pulled foul down the line, 0-2 still. I don't think I missed anybody. The Lady Leafs usually have many, many, many coaches. Dicey swings through strike 3. Kind of a high changeup, it looked like.
Tough to lay off that pitch.
It is. So here's freshman Jaylee Brudos batting 5th in the Lady Leaf order. As we get a little stoppage in play with foul ball from the JV Diamond. Jaylee, the Lady Leaf shortstop. She can come up big here. See if we can.
Be nice at least to get the one back.
Oh, yeah. Ground ball, first baseman takes it herself, unassisted 3. So the Leafs do not score in the first inning. Thanks to, they leave 2 on base. I believe Moline had a couple errors and there a walk in there. But that's softball. That's, you know, you get 6 more chances at it, which is nice. You hope anyway.
And they'll get another look at her.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't looked to see if Reynolds has been their main pitcher. I'm told that Dick Anderson out in Arizona is watching this broadcast. His good friend Jessie Dobbles let me know. So Dick, if you're watching, I hope the weather's great out there. Hope you're doing well. I know last year the Lady Leafs got to go out there and it was a home game for him. Lady Leafs went to Arizona for spring break. Had quite a few people out there.
Well, let's get a clean inning here and get back at the bats.
Got Kendall Wassenhove still pitching. Goldie Cosmaker behind the plate. And for Moline, this. Oh, another hard hit fly ball to left center here. Couldn't tell if it didn't hit the fence. I didn't hear a fence. It hit the ground. Okay, so that's a double for number, is that 14, Brooke Young?
Ponytail in the way. But correct call.
Okay. This is Mulligan's up.
Then the pitch Wassenhove got up and they were able to drive.
Morgan Mullikins. Got a 2-0 count. Strike called there, 2-1.
I think that's where she needs to live, to get the ground balls, and seem to have some pop in their bats when they get those pitches. So
We saw the 1 ground ball in the first inning to Maddie Bicey. Strike 3.
That
on the
was a nice
swing.
pitch.
Yeah,
Clausen holds
kind of
things
jammed her up
on her own,
on
giving
the inside corner.
Now batting for the Maroons,
First
number
out
3, Bella
for the
Blunt.
Lady Maroons.
On second, number 14, Brooke Young.
Brings up we still have Brooke Young on second.
He's pounding the zone, which is good too.
Brings up Belle Blunt. Got a 1-1 count to Bell. 1 out. Lady Leafs trailing 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. Foul back. 1-2. I mentioned it before, that's just a nice setup with those nets.
Oh, the nets, yes.
You don't have to worry about the kids underneath, grandparents underneath,
Wives underneath.
wives underneath. Off the handle. Maddie Bicey picks it up, throws the first for the second out. Brooke Young will advance to third.
To bring the Lady Leafs to 2 outs. Now batting.
So now Colby Cosbaker needs to be a wall back there.
Carson Russo.
She moves pretty good back there, so I would not be surprised.
Right.
She's already made a nice pick last at bat.
Ball 1.
I haven't seen it in softball, but I'm not a big fan of the one knee catching that's become popular in baseball.
Right. You know, you're seeing it more and more in the major leagues.
The theory is they get a better umpire, a better look, but
Right. Right. This is Emerson Rasso, the Maroon leadoff batter. Walked her first at bat. Now sitting at 1-2, 2 outs. Definitely want to get, you don't want to get to that next batter.
that was a nice pitch.
Ground ball. Oh yeah, the little, yep. Ground ball to Kaya Newell, who picks up and goes unassisted 3.
Will get the third out for the Lady
So at the no runs scored by the Lady Maroons that inning, on 1 hit, leadoff double. It's pretty nice to strand that leadoff double. But the Lady Leafs trail 2-0 going into the bottom of the second.
Sometimes the lob is a good statistic, and sometimes it doesn't. It means you let too many guys get on base.
Oh,
But
yeah. Coming up for the Lady Leafs are the 6, 7, 8 batters. Cosmaker, Newell, and Dwyer. We talked about both of these teams lost to Sherrard. Sherrard's 8-0. And they've shut out Geneseo. They've shut out Moline. They've shut out Sterling.
tells me they got a good pitcher.
Yes. Yep.
Leading off in the bottom of the second for the Leafs, number 22, Colby Cosmic.
Normally Rock Ridge is the dominant team over there. They lost a dominant pitcher. Pretty good pitchers finally graduated.
Rock Ridge or Sherrard?
Rock Ridge. Yeah. She's up in Wisconsin playing University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, let's start off this inning, get leadoff on board, get some pressure on here.
And so this is Colby Cosmaker. Sophomore catcher. Fouls one off, 2-1. That's a good healthy swing there. Fouls it straight back, 2-2.
You can sit back on the change here and
Here it was. Looking. One out for the Lady Leafs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting for the Lady Leafs.
Kaya Newell comes to the plate.
Kaya Newell.
Looks at strike one.
he seems to be pounding his own this inning.
Right. Kind of hard to tell if that was supposed to be a rise ball. Swing and a miss for strike two. 1-2 for the Lady Leaf senior first baseman. Off the plate.
Shorter swing here a little bit and put it on a line somewhere.
There's that changeup. Swing. Kaya swings through the changeup for strike three. So Reynolds struck out the first two Lady Leafs here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Remley Dwyer, the sophomore center fielder. And there's that changeup again. Yep. If she's throwing that for a strike, she's going to be difficult to hit.
It is tough when she's hit, yeah, when she's throwing for a strike. And
Right. Ball inside, 2-1 to Dwyer.
at some point, they might just have to come sit on that.
There you go. Stay back. Drive the ball the other way. Emily Dwyer gets the Lady Leafs' first hit of the game. Ground ball to left field.
Now batting for the Lady Leafs, number 26, Kendall Wassenhove.
Kendall Wassenhove, the senior pitcher, comes to the plate. I believe she is the 9-hitter. You know, one of the things that does, you know, you might say, oh man, I wish there was nobody out when she got that single, and that's true. But it just keeps the lineup moving.
Yep, like to get that. The many times you can turn the lineup over is a benefit. One of the unseen parts of the game that are huge. People don't realize that much.
One on one. Excuse me. 2-1, the count. Wassenhove pops one up to the third baseman, calling it, squeezes it for the third out. So, Leafs do not score. One hit that inning. Remley Dwyer single. At the end of 2 innings, the Moline Lady Maroons 2, the Geneseo Lady Leafs 1. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors for this TV 50 broadcast. Hazelwood Homes, Central Bank, Hammond Henry Hospital, Inagata Davida Music, Farmers National Bank, Turpin Motors, Buzzworks Automotive, Eric Henderson of Country Financial, and Vorak Pharmacy. If you get the opportunity, please thank our sponsors for this Geneseo Lady Leaf softball broadcast. Back here at JFE softball, baseball complex, along with cameraman extraordinaire Keith Kennett. My cohort here, Coach Scott May. I'm Coach Pat Mitchell. And just enjoying a beautiful day, nice sunny day here at of softball.
It's almost a little shocking how nice it is.
I know. Thank goodness that we're here. Otherwise, I'd be home picking up sticks in my yard.
Yeah, as we talked earlier, it's a little harder now with the boy out to college. Yeah. You can't just send him out there.
Exactly. So this brings up Kaylee Dennis. The Lady Maroon 2 hitter hit a 2-run bomb off the top of the building out here.
And Keith misplayed. I don't know if I'd go up there.
So, yeah, I'm sure Kendall might be a little leery. (3-0) on the inside pitch.
That's a better spot, though. I think this girl likes to get her hands out and drive the ball. So,
you know, I mean, you don't want to give her anything too good. That's pretty good. Nice little frame job, too, by Colby, Causemaker. 3-1. I'm betting she did have the green light on 3-0. Might as well.
Exactly.
Oh, 3-2. Colby.
Nice pitch there.
Yep, squeezes for strike 2. Kendall working her way back. Counts full.
Best pitch here.
Ground ball to shortstop J. Lee Brudos. Pulls Kaya Newell off the line, up the line, but Kaya quickly tags out the runner for the first out of the inning.
Very nice play.
It was a nice pitch too. Kind of looked like something a little bit off speed, but nice play overall.
She had her fold. She didn't get a.
Agreed.
It's almost a defensive swing at that point.
That's what it looked like. I would totally agree. So 1 out for the Maroons. This brings up Lilleman. Peyton Lilleman. She's 0 for 1 so far today. Opposite. Oh, we were going to try to make a play at first base. Might have had a shot, but couldn't come up with it cleanly. But we've got a single for Peyton Lilleman here with 1 out in the Maroon 3rd inning, top of the 3rd.
See if Wasnov can work ahead on the batters. I think she's getting behind a little bit.
Cole Carmen hits one deep. Here it comes and off the building for another 2-run home run for the Lady Maroons. Just like that, it's 4-0. Couple of 2-run home runs for the Lady Maroons.
That was one of the farther balls I think I've seen hit here.
Yeah. I don't know. I was pitching batting practice to Maddie Mackey one day, and no.
I know the few games I've called. That's the
most definitely. Most definitely.
To land on top of this building is a pretty good shot.
That's a really good shot. Pop up. Colby's got to get to her left. Oh, circled the wagons there. Not able to come up with that one. She's already got 2 foul catches here in this ball game. Lady Maroons have 1 out here in the top of the 3rd, leading 4-0.
Sometimes it's which way you turn as a catcher.
Yep.
That makes the play.
Well, she turned the right way. Usually you turn opposite the batter, but that ball was more the other way. Yeah, so I don't fault the way she turned in that one. I mean, that's what I used to always teach. You turn opposite because more often than not, the ball's going to go opposite of the batter. That one did not. So I go 1-2 count to the Lady Maroon pitcher. This is, if that's number 15 up there, it's Kaylee Reynolds. Reynolds walked in her first at bat. One and two.
Losing a grip on the change.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's definitely what it looks like. 2-2. Ground ball to second baseman Avery Kennedy, over to first. Out number 2. Like to see them ground balls though.
Yes. Defense behind her seems to be pretty solid, so hopefully she can do some more of them.
All right. Brings up Gianna De Leon. Yep. See some action going over there in the JV diamond. Looks like they scored a run after a double. Could not tell you who it was.
It was Geneseo, I know.
Yeah, okay. Might have been Lauren Picard. It looks like a number 9 over there. That double. We got 3-0. 3-0 count. Strike. But you know, you talked about pitching ahead, you know, and that's, you know, if you end up having a lot of 2-0, 3-0, 3-1 count, that's usually doesn't bode very well. 3-1, line drive, caught by Avery Kennedy for the third out here in the top of the third. So through 2.5 innings, the Lady Maroons, thanks to 2 two-run homers, lead the Lady Leafs 4-0. Leafs should be at the top of the order, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we should be back to lead off here. Moline's using the Earl Weaver style of baseball.
Yep, exactly. No bunting. Sit around and wait for the 2- and 3-run homer. Leafs will have Kennedy, Johnson, and Brown, I believe. First 3 hitters. Anybody gets on, then Bicey.
Do you remember a pitcher named Dan Stanhouse?
Yeah, oh yeah, big, tall, curly-haired guy.
Yeah. You know what his nickname was?
Expose.
In Orioles.
In Orioles, okay.
So he played for Earl Weaver.
Okay.
His nickname was Full Pack.
Okay.
Because that's how much Earl would smoke when he was in the mound because he drove him crazy.
That's digging into the, into the trivia. Love those nicknames, though. So Reynolds on the mound for the Maroons, only giving up 1 hit so far.
Avery Kennedy.
Good to get leadoff on here.
Kennedy got on thanks to a shortstop error in the first inning. Stole second, goes out, was caught stealing. Third base.
Nice play.
A soft liner hit up behind second base. Second baseman backhands it for the first out.
Batting for the Lady Leafs, number 11.
Kind of a floater. You know, just hung up there long enough. Nice play by the second baseman. First out of the inning for the Lady Leafs. Brings up McKenna Johnson. Leafs need base runners.
I don't think she shares our enjoyment of the day. She has a jacket on.
Second baseman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. She can't be an offensive lineman.
No.
No. You need those. You need the no sleeves for offensive linemen.
Plus, she can't wear a $110 yet either.
There's that changeup for strike two.
Seems to be her go-to pitch when she gets a strike or with 2 strikes on her.
That's a fact. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Flip over to first base. 2 outs. Lady Leaf sophomore left fielder goes 1-3 for the second out here in the bottom of the third. That brings up the Lady Leaf designated player, Lily Brown. Lily Brown's a designated player. The right fielder, Grace Kaiser, is the flex player. That's the one big difference, one of the few differences between baseball and softball. You have a lot more flexibility with your roster in the softball.
You know, I coached a year and I've been watching softball for all these years. Still have no clue how it works. And you explained it to me 2 or 3 times.
Oh, I know. Slow ground ball to the first baseman for the unassisted put out. So the Leafs go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third, trailing the Lady Maroons 4-0. Yeah, that the designated player flex rule, you know, over the years, I know Coach Pettit and I, we would just confuse people. I mean, we'd use it legally, but even some umpires didn't have a full grasp on what you could and could not do. Had a lot of fun with that, though. But it does. It gives you a lot of flexibility with your roster.
And you probably use it to your advantage.
Oh, big time. Big time. You know, in the game the other night against Galesburg, the Lady Leafs played 17 players. Used 17 players in a 5-inning game, so I'm sure the DP flex. And if every game we'd make sure we'd use a DP flex. You didn't always necessarily have to flex the same person, you know, but you do get into a habit after a while, and you've got your flex player, but the flex player always had to be ready to run just in case. You could put your DP player on the field and take somebody else out with them still being in the lineup.
It's almost like you got 10 spots, but you play 9.
Exactly. Well, and that's the whole thing. As long as you have 9 defensive players, you can still have 10 hitters. The flex can come in and hit. They have to hit for the DP. And when that's the case, then you're playing a straight 9 because the DP is sitting on the bench. She's not hitting. So now you're down to a straight 9. But then you can re-enter the DP. Has to be into that spot where you put the flex player to hit. And now you're back to flex player. So, I mean, it's lots of different things. We would sit there and, you know, once again, we would make somebody, okay, say, all right, well, who do we want the flex to run for if that becomes the case? Okay, all right, then that person's going to be the DP, you know. So, far as I know, I haven't seen a lineup from the Lady Leafs. Lily Brown is playing as the DP now, but on their lineup, she might not be the DP. First out here, ground ball to shortstop. Jaylee Brudos to Kaya Newell. Brooke Young is out for the first out.
So important to make the routine plays routinely.
Yes.
It's just can't be overstated.
Yes. You talk to Major League shortstops, and, well, any of them, they say, I've got to make every single play that's hit right at me 100% of the time. Got to make that play 100% of the time. Easier than it sounds, you know, especially the younger you are. Morgan Mulligan? Is it Morgan? It is. Bit of maroon batter. She's 0 for 1 today.
It's a nice name.
Yeah, Morgan. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Maroons lead the Lady Leafs 4-0.
I think we want to try and stay clean and keep that order from turning back over.
Yeah, exactly. Nice pitch. Whoops. So Mulkins goes down looking.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 3, Bella Blunt.
This brings up Bella Blunt.
I believe that's her second or third strikeout. Hasn't been a lot of them, but that was a good pitch there.
That is strikeout number 2, according to Game Changer. She's got 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Bella Blunt the bat, 2 outs. Swings through strike 1. So 1-1 the count. So one thing you don't see from the Maroons this year, traditionally, they'll have a couple lefties and they'll either put them 1-2 in the order or 1 and 9 in the order, and they'll be slappers and really utilize that speed. But we haven't seen the lefty slapper for either one of these teams, really.
Has the slapper kind of phased a little bit out?
I think it just depends on the players, but yeah, I haven't. We saw it with Alleman. Saw a couple, I think it was Alleman. I can't remember if it was Ridgewood on Monday. But I'll swing through for strike 3. Ends the top of the 4th. With the Lady Maroons not scoring. However, they still own a 4-0 lead over the Lady Leafs. Yeah, I mean,
I'm no softball expert. I'll leave that to you. But I think when they went back to 43, I think that took away some of the slappers.
A lot of the short game.
A lot of the short game, the bunting not so much, and the slapping. I mean, that was a weapon when it was so close and the pitching was so dominant.
I mean, obviously, if you got players that can do it, I mean, you'll still see it in college softball. But you got to have players that are, you know, have the ability to slap with some speed. But yeah, for the most part, you know, it's turned into a power game. It's not a short game like it used to be. Pitchers, you can have pitchers with velocity, but that extra 3 feet makes a huge difference. They better be able to change speeds, as you know, and throw strikes with their off-speed stuff. Other words, you know, I mean, people will catch up with that with the hard stuff.
Well, with all the indoor year-round his swings now, it's.
This is Maddie Bicey, Lady Leaf third baseman. Looks at ball 1. You know, I've heard Coach Pettit, you know, will talk to some of his pitchers he had. The Dearborn. Is it Kathy Dearborn? Oh, that ball's ripped. That is going to be gone for a Maddie Bicey solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Puts the Leafs on the board. Who knows? That could
Spark
I don't know.
something.
That could spark something is right. But that ball was crushed as well. By the way, she's not a slapper.
No, that was not slapped. But it's a special technique to
It
swing
is.
and basically run at the ball and swing.
This is Lady Leaf shortstop, J. Lee Brudos. Oh, yeah, and it's amazing what some of those girls who are really good at it, the back control they have. And they'll look at the defense and say, all right, I'm going to pull this one. They'll look, or I'm going to pop this one over the shortstop. I mean, it's just amazing. But I know we were talking about Dearborn. I think it was Pettit was saying he had a conversation with her, asked if, the difference between when she pitched and this day. And this has been a few years back. But she said the hitters are so much better now. Because of the year-round stuff, better equipment.
Well, here we are back in the day, get off my grass, but
Yeah.
pitchers used to throw you around, but I don't think people are hitting as much year-round as they are today.
Right. That's really that really changed in the 90s, at least for the girls. Guys have always been a couple years ahead, but yeah, now you have more. You had the travel softball in the 80s and 90s for sure, but yeah, it's just they're starting them younger and younger. Bruto strikes out, but the put out goes 2-3. Brings up Colby Cosmaker. But yeah, and be honest, with YouTube and everything else, you can sit and learn quite a bit. Camps and hitting coaches and, Cosmaker fouls off the ball, 1-1.
And reps. That I think is the
reps, huge. That's the key. Key to success is experience. That's one of the things with our Green Extreme program. 2-2 to Cosmaker. Starting those young girls at 7 years old, and you get a group of 7-year-olds, and try to get a team of 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, get as many teams in those age groups as possible. And then they just get reps. They'll practice they'll play a couple tournaments in the summer, play a couple tournaments in the fall, but they'll get reps pretty much year round. Oh, that's hit hard off first base. That's roped.
nice job of going with the pitch.
Yes, the Cosmaker gets a single. I'm sure we'll see a courtesy runner. Trying to remember who we've seen. It's either Penny Klein or Megan Hirschman, but they might be playing over on the JV diamond. This is it Lydia? Is this Lydia King? Can't tell. Need a number. Nope, it's Mackenzie Eyre. Mackenzie Eyre, the courtesy runner at first base. 1 out for the Lady Leafs. Change up. Kaya Newell, check swing foul. But it's the same, same as baseball. You get those groups and get them playing as much as possible. It's just like anything else. Gotta go. Eyre will move down to second base on the pass ball. One of my concerns, though, was they need time off. Go play another sport. You might hit, but go play another sport. I'm a big fan of the multi-sport athlete.
Develop some different muscles.
Yes. Another kind of a check swing. Gotta get back to the bag, safe. Unassisted Kyle Newell is unassisted to the first baseman. Mackenzie Air advances to third, but that's 2 outs.
At bat number 20, Remley Dwyer.
And brings up number 20, Remley Dwyer, the Lady Leaf center fielder. Sure like to get that run home. Cuts this lead in half.
2's a lot easier to get than 3.
Yeah. Well, I guess it wouldn't cut it in half, it cut it by a third.
Yeah, you're not a math teacher anymore.
Yeah, I know. Ground ball for another one. That first baseman's, that's her third or fourth unassisted.
And 1 away from the record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Headed into the top.
So Dwyer grounds out the first baseman for the third out. Leafs do score a run on a home run by Maddie Bicey, and now trail the Moline Lady Maroons 4-1 going into the top of the 5th inning. This time we'd like to thank our TV 50 sponsors for this Lady Leaf softball broadcast: Hazelwood Homes, Central Bank, Hammond Henry Hospital, Inagata DeVita Music, Farmers National Bank, Turpin Motors, Buzzworks Automotive, Eric Henderson of Country Financial, and Vorak Pharmacy. If you see any of these businesses, please thank them for their support of Geneseo High School athletics. In this case, we're talking about softball. So as we go into the top of the 5th, along with cameraman Keith Kennett, my sidekick, Coach Scott May, I'm Coach Pat Mitchell. And the Lady Leafs are trailing the Lady Maroons by 3, 4-1. Maroons have 2. All runs have come from home runs. Maroons have 2 two-run homers, and the Leafs have the solo home run by Maddie Bicey. Kendall Wassenhoff still on the mound. Looks like it's the same defense so far.
Top of 5 is starting to run out of innings, so you got to make sure we keep them down here.
Right, looks like we got the top of the order up for the Lady Maroons: Rasso, Dennis, and Lilleman.
Nice job by Cosmaker getting the call in that frame.
Emerson Rasso, 0-1 so far today, has a walk. Scored the first run of the game. Ground ball to Avery Kennedy. Over to Kyle Newell for the first out. Kaylee Dennis up. She is the owner of a 2-run home run. It's basically how the game started. Walk and then 2-run homer. So she's 1 for 2 today. Also has a ground out. Fouls one back. But yeah, we're talking multi-sport athlete. It's just, you know, especially in a small town like this, you need as many people to be multi-sport as possible if you want your teams to be, all your teams to be competitive.
Right.
You said it works different muscle groups, unless other muscle groups rest.
Well, and you want to be able to just compete. My favorite word for athletes is to compete.
Most definitely.
You know, you don't have to win, but compete. I mean, winning is fun, but
Oh, sure.
But if you're competing, getting good efforts, winning will take care of itself.
Right. You'll run into teams that are better than you. I mean, you're not going to win. You might not be at your best every day.
No,
But as long as you're competing.
You know, it's one of our favorite sayings is they practice too.
Yep, they do. Other teams practice. They get coached.
We go out and compete against them and
Right.
see if our best is good as their best.
Change up.
Stay down well.
Ground ball to Jaylee Brudos. Over to Kaya Newell for the second out.
To get the second out for the Lady League.
You know, after that girl hit the bomb, 2-run bomb, that's just nice seeing her hit a couple ground balls.
Right.
Both of them the Brudos.
Well, and Wessenhouse's kept the ball down a little bit more than she was earlier in the game, which has helped.
That brings up Peyton Lilleman. She's 1 for 2 today. Started off with the strike, working ahead. I mean, that's, you mentioned that a couple innings back. Top of the 5th inning, Lady Leafs trail 4-1 to the Lady Maroons.
And knock on Formica, but the defense has played pretty solid behind her so far.
So far, yeah, I would agree. Two and one on the batter. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning.
You can battle back out of this batter. And
Oh. Wassenhove losing there to a walk.
Now batting for
well,
the
that might
Maroons,
only be her
number 9.
second walk, maybe third.
I think 3. I think when we were looking at the strikeouts.
The 1 walk before the first home run.
This brings up Nicole Carmen. Carmen is 1 for 2 today. Her last time at bat, she hit a long 2-run home run over here to left center. Hit off the building.
Off the Schwarber seat.
Yes. 1-1 to Carmen. Lilleman at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Nice pitch.
Nice.
Looked like off speed. Carmen swing over top of it.
I wonder if that ball's still up there.
Like to see another off speed right here at the knees and let it drop. Like that.
Nice call.
It's not my first time.
Yeah. Did you ever call pitches?
You know what? I never have. Never. Well, I did when I was catching in high school.
Yeah.
So, what, 42 years ago? No, I never did. I guess I should say no runs for the Maroons. Leafs trail 4-1 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Leafs will have up. Who will they have up? Where are you at here? Leafs will have Wassenhove up, I believe. The 9-1-2 coming up. No, I never did. I never called pitches, even with, you know, when I was coaching softball here, we always had Mike Kernan, pitching coach. A lot of years we let our catchers call their own games, and some years we didn't. And so I never did with that. In the summer, I never did. We had other guys who'd like to do that. That way I could watch kind of the rest of the defense.
Batting for the Lady Leafs, number 26, Taylor Wassenhove.
Inside 2-0 to Wassenhove. Be key to get the leadoff batter here on.
This is actually kind of a huge part of the game right here.
You betcha.
Lead off on and turn the lineup over. And
3-0. Yeah, exactly. Get back to the top of the order because you don't know when you're going to get the top, if you're going to get back to the top of the order. Ooh. Set the green light on 3-0.
Now batting for the Lady Leafs,
So
number 7,
Watson Hove grounds out to the second baseman for the first out at the bottom of the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order with Avery Kennedy. Low changeup. Kennedy fouls it off.
I think Coach Johnson's got to make a play on that, though.
I never did. My third base coaching time. My goal when I get up in the morning is don't get hurt. And I figure if there's a chance of me having to bend over, field a ground ball, I might get hurt.
You never learned to put the toe out and let it roll up your leg and grab it?
Yeah. Well, then I tell you what, for some of our girls,
You need a helmet.
yeah, oh yeah, you get Taylor Wise up, and I would stand way back here by the grass. I'm like, I don't want no part of that. 1-2.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, right at the knees.
Now
Strike 3 looking. Kennedy brings up McKenna Johnson. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. McKenna Johnson ground ball to second baseman. Fields it cleanly. Over to first for the 3rd out. Leafs go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Moline Maroons lead 4-1 over the Geneseo Lady Leafs.
You know, outside the home run and the one ball that hits right field, we really have.
Nope. I mean, that first inning when we had 3 different runners on, I mean, and not scoring that.
Sometimes that could be the game.
You know, we're down 2-0 at that time, and possibly you put some pressure on them and unable to come through, and that kind of sets the tone a lot of times. Yeah, you talk about, you know, we're talking about long home runs. We had a player that went to Blackhawk and then to Augustana named Cassie Anderson. And for me, she's hit the longest home run here that I can remember. And that thing went over the second rows of cars and then bounced and caught just a perfect bounce and rolled down the street in front of Chicago Street Decorating. I mean, and I don't mean on Chicago Street itself. I'm talking about just caught it right and just rolled and rolled and rolled. We may have exaggerated, but I would say we picked it up by the Pee Wee Golf, miniature golf.
Yeah, in golf, that's how they measure the drive.
That's right. That's right. You got the carry, but then you got everything else, all the additional roll. Watson Hove, strike 1 to the Maroon batter, who is the Lady Maroon pitcher, Kaylee Reynolds. Kaylee Reynolds is 0 for 1 today with a walk. One and 2. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, as long as home runs were, as far as they carried, you would think the wind was blowing straight out.
Right. Oh, nice little backhand by Avery Kennedy. Throw over the first for the first out of this 6th inning. Yeah, and it's not. It's
kind of blowing from third base to first base.
Yep. Yeah.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 16, Gianna De Leon.
So this is Gianna De Leon. She's 0 for 2 today. Nice. Starting off with a little changeup. I like to see that. 1-1. Geneseo looks like they have the same defense. Wasano pitching, Cosmaker catching. Bicey, Brudos, Kennedy, and Newell third to first. And in the outfield, Johnson, Dwyer, and Kaiser left to right. Two and one on the batter. Ball 3. 3-1. Ball 4. So 1 out walk for the Lady Maroons.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 14, Brooke Young.
Brooke Young will be our next batter. Young is 1 for 2 today.
See, I'd change up here first pitch again, see if we can get a ground ball.
Foul straight back. There's strike. 1-1. Two and one on the batter. Excuse me, 1 and 2 on the batter.
Wasn't going to correct you. She fouled the first one off.
Oh, okay. Fly ball, drop. She got it out at second. So you turn a single into a fielder's choice. Good hustle. Good hustle by, looks like Dwyer picked that up because the right fielder, Kaiser, dove for it. That put out go 8 to 6. Good. You turn a bad situation to good. That runner at first kind of in no man's land.
No.
I'm just not totally sure. Yep, 8 to 6 for the put out. 2 outs. Runner on first is Brooke Young. Got strike swinging on the first pitch. And line drive back up the middle. Uh-oh. Past the center fielder. I think we're going to. No, yeah. Caught a break, and then we throw it away. Ball rolled up the arm of the center fielder, and then when we threw it back to the infield, we couldn't corral it. The girl had stopped coming around third, and then when we couldn't corral it, she went on and scored. And the batter ended up over at third base. So you got a couple errors on that play for the Maroons to get their 5th run. Got single and a couple errors, and now the Maroons have a runner on third with 2 outs. Yeah, that's one of those where runner was on first. There's really no play to be made. Just set up, set up and get big, and don't let anything by you.
Yeah, you don't have to charge and make a do or die play on it.
No. Talk about how young these late leaps are. I mean, you got to treat that as a learning experience. Will you learn from it? If you can learn from it, and that's looking for strike 3. Kind of a high changeup, but Boston Home gets the call. However, the Maroons do score 1. Makes the score 5-1. They leave 1 runner at a time. Due up in the bottom of the 6 will be the 3, 4, and 5. Brown, Bicey, and Brudos.
I will let you know that you have to go. Don't wonder no more what I think about you.
Leading off for the ladies, number 15, Lily Brown.
Leadoff batter for Geneseo is Lily Brown. Takes first pitch for a called strike. Hit the ball hard a couple times. See if she can start something here in the bottom of the 5th. Or 6th, is it? One and one. Laid off that one. Good job. Count goes 2-1. Important to get lead off here. Get something started here. Down by 4. Just foul. Two strikes has to battle here. Can umpire foul something off if you don't like it? Look for a pitch you can do something with. Easy take on the 45-foot changeup, or 25-foot changeup. Oh, ripped. Get down the line. Extra bases. Lead off double for Lily Brown. Get the girls excited in the dugout. Now you got to string hits together. Get a rally going here. They've seen this pitcher 3 times now. They should have good looks. Brings up their baseman. Fouls that one out of play. Maddie Bicey up. Hit the ball hard. Base open. She may not see a whole lot of good pitches here. Two one. Oh. Good changeup from Reynolds there. Now she's got a bat with 2 strikes. 2-2. Back-to-back full counts this inning now. Something to drive again.
Oh, ball 4 high. advances Lady Brown to third. First and third with nobody out.
I'll bring the Moline coach out to the mound.
Sorry, I had to take a little baby break. Had to go over and visit
Little Verbeck,
Hannah Verbeck. Yeah, Little Verbeck.
which is hard to say.
Yeah, don't know many Little Verbecks. Well, at least at this age anyway. In due time, I have a feeling. But no, grandma. Little baby's getting some grandma love now, which is great.
You know, I say the worst people I deliver mail to get the most packages are young money and new grandmas.
Indeed. Okay, this should bring up Jaylee Brudos
Nobody out.
to the plate. Jaylee's 0 for 2 today. Fouls one off down the right side.
I see if we're watching here. She gets strike one almost every time and comes back with a change.
Another one foul down the right field side.
Not that time.
0-2 on Brudos. Got Maddie Bicey at first. Brown at third. Brudos, soft ground ball back to the pitcher.
Spiked
and the
it.
pitcher spikes it. Yeah, throws it away. That's going to score Brown. And Maddie Bicey's going to score. And Brudos is safe at third. On an error by the pitcher. Now that cuts the lead in half. 4-run lead down to a 2-run lead. Leafs now trail 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning with nobody out and a runner on third.
Fought off the pitch, put it in play, and made them make a play, and they
Most definitely.
failed to execute. Cost them 2.
Brings up Colby Cosmaker. 1 for 2 today. One of the big things there was Bicey was running hard from the very beginning. Just kept on going. Oh, and 1 on Cosmaker. Ooh, fouls it off the catcher. Umpire doing a good job. Knows it's off the catcher. Comes out, brushes the plate, gives a chance for the catcher to kind of compose themselves. Plate umpire and catchers have to take care of each other.
They do.
0-2 on Cosmaker. Ball outside. Ground ball to first base. That'll score a runner. That makes it 5-4 in favor of the Lady Maroons. So Leafs have scored 3 here so far. 3 here in the bottom of the 6. They're going to make the end of this game interesting. So nobody on. That's just the first out of the game.
Right, nobody's can't start with 1. Top play here. Nope.
Third baseman made a nice play and then
Oh.
throws it away. This time the right fielder was over there to pick it up. That's Kaya Newell with that ground ball to third. Third baseman actually made a good play coming across in front of the shortstop like she should, but then goes and throws it away. Looks like we're going to have a runner here for Kaya. Kaya, the senior Lady Leaf first baseman.
And she might be done.
No,
Oh,
no, it was she ran for the. Who's at first now? Didn't hear her say. Is it Mackenzie Eyre? Oh, Grace Kaiser. Okay, so
Your
this
flex
is what we were talking about earlier.
That's why I could stop myself from talking. She might be done. I said, nope. That whole flex thing might have just kicked in.
Yep, now it's the flex. I was wondering who they had as the DP. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Listed anyway, so Kaya Newell was listed as a DP. This is Grace Kaiser, who's the Lady Leaf flex player running at first for Kaya Newell. So now we say that the Lady Leafs are playing with a straight 9. Remley Dwyer here, the batter, 1 out. And a 2-1 count. Oh, ball 3, high, 3-1. Grace Kaiser is the sophomore right fielder, listed as the flex player, but now is in the batting order. Remley Dwyer batting, 3-1. Fouls it off, 3-2. You start the runner with 3-2 and 1 out.
Yes.
Stay out of double play, although you don't see many of those in high school softball.
With left-handed batter, it's still a tough throw.
It is.
If you swing and miss.
Oh. Dwyer hits a line drive to the first baseman, who steps on first for a unassisted double play. How many plays have this first baseman made today?
Several.
Oh, man. So, even though there's a disappointing finish to that inning, Lady Leafs did score 3 and have closed the gap to 5-4 here after 6 innings. So we are at the end of 6 innings. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors of this TV50 broadcast: Hazelwood Homes, Central Bank, Hammond Henry Hospital, Inagata DeVita Music, Farmers National Bank, Turpin Motors, Buzzworks Automotive, Eric Henderson of Country Financial, and Vorak Pharmacy. Please thank our sponsors for this TV50 broadcast of Geneseo Lady Leafs softball. So back here at JFE, top of the 7th inning with cameraman Keith Kennett, my sidekick, Coach Scott May. I'm Coach Pat Mitchell, and we've got a pretty good game now.
Well, it comes back to that word we were talking about earlier, competing.
Compete, and they're competing. So we got, it's 5-4, Lady Maroons lead, top of the 7th inning. They'll have the top of their order up. This is Emerson Rasso. Fouls one straight back. Be followed by Kaylee Dennis and Peyton Lilleman. Rasso started off the game with a walk and then scored the first run in front of Dennis's 2-run home run. Whoa, that one just a little bit high.
Yeah. Grab the rosin bag.
Yep. One and one on the Maroon leadoff hitter.
Good pitch.
Watson Hove into her 7th inning here today. 1-2. Ooh, off of Watson Hove's glove. Brudos coming back across the middle of the infield. Picks it up and throws the first for the out.
Now batting for the Maroons, number 5, Kaylee Dennis.
Make sure she's okay. I don't think it caught any meat. It sounded like glove.
Yeah.
She is kind of flexing a little bit. I probably heard a little bit. I would say it does look like we have Kaya Newell back at first base. She re-entered. For the flex player who ran for her in the previous half inning.
Who went back to right field?
who went back to right field. Now she's the flex player again.
Not sure if it caught her in the bare hand.
Yeah, I don't know. Wonder if they give her a couple warm-ups. Yep, looks like that. My guess is that's Coach Frankenreiter out to check on her. I believe she's the Lady Leaf pitching coach. I would say that didn't look good, but we've seen a couple of those today already, so. But nice play. Nice play. Slowed it down. Bruto's coming across the middle. Scoop and throw for the first out. That'll bring up Kaylee Dennis for the Lady Maroons. She's 1 for 3 today, 2-run homer, and then 2 ground balls to short.
Well, she's high-fiving. It can't be too sore.
Yep, exactly. Wassenhove will stay in the game. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Number 2 batter up for the Lady Maroons. And here we go. Ball 1, a little low and outside. I'd keep it down on this girl. She'd bring up about 2 more inches.
No pleasing a coach.
No. Line drive to right field. And it gets by the right fielder.
I can't tell if it bounced.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Well, she ran and all of a sudden she had to go back that way.
Right.
And it went beyond by her.
We're kind of blocked by the monitor, TV monitor here.
It's all Keith's fault.
So 2 outs, runner on second for the Lady Maroons. Brings up Peyton Lilleman. She's 1 for 3 today. There we go. Work ahead. 1-0 or 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Swings through a changeup. Nice pitch. I think it was a changeup.
She was swinging hard just for shit. A
Yeah.
good cut.
Oh, just hangs a little high. 1-2 on Lilleman.
It feels got to be dirty here. Knock anything down.
And would you call that a sword? No.
It was a pretty full swing to be a sword.
Pretty full swing? Okay. Well, either way, it's a strikeout
Now batting
for Kendall Wassenhove for 2 outs. It looks like to be Wassenhove's 6th strikeout of the game. 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. Lady Leafs trail by 1. This is Kaylee Carmen, owner of a 2-run homer for the Lady Maroons.
Seem to be chasing an outside pitch for some reason.
Right.
They're not having good swings at it
Right.
either.
That's 0-2 on her. Nothing too good here. There's strike 3. It's a great way to finish that inning.
That was a good sequence.
Yes, big time.
Wassenhove takes the
Kendall Wassenhove strikes out
Lady Leafs
Carmen for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, it's go time now for the Lady Leafs. Lady Leafs trail 5-4.
All right, put your whistle back on. Down by a run, bottom of the 7th. You take until you get a strike.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to. Trying to see who will be up. See, Dwyer was the last batter that inning. That means that the Leafs will lead off with Watson Holt and then back to the top of the order. So Watson Holt, Kennedy, and Johnson. And one of the questions is, do you play for a run to at least get it to a tie game? Now, if the leadoff batter gets on, do you bunt her over with your best hitter? Or do you let her hit and not give up an out? But first things first, though, you got to get the leadoff runner on board to have that chance.
How'd she get on?
How does Wasco get on?
You know, you say, do you play for one?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
She walks. I may not do that way.
Right? Sure.
But if, you know, it's...
Well, she took strike one. 0-1. Inside. 1-1.
Kind of nice watching a game without any HBPs.
Ground ball up the middle, off the shortstop's glove. And Wassenhove will be safe at first. With the air by the maroon shortstop. There might be a chance we see a courtesy runner again. If that's, I'm not sure who that'll be. JV game is still going on. I wonder if they brought a couple players over. I know we've seen
it's over.
Megan Hirschman and Peggy Klein be courtesy runners. Yeah, it looks like we're stalling. Make sure. See who's coming out here. I haven't seen a number yet. Kind of looks like Peggy Klein, but I could be off. We had Mackenzie Air run earlier, but I think she ran for the catcher, Causemaker. Oh, yep, Penny Klein. Strike one to Avery Kennedy. Penny Klein is probably just got off the JV field, freshman.
That's gone.
Nope. Run. It's back. And over her head. Penny Klein had to wait to make sure it wasn't caught. And she's back to third, safe. And now we have the winning run on second base. Not quite gone. Almost. Winning run on second base. Well, that would have been a great way to finish the game, huh?
Yeah. That would make me come to all the games.
Kennedy on second with a double. Klein on third. Ball off the plate. This brings up the two-batter, McKenna Johnson. I would say these runners are key. They're playing in for the win. They're playing middle in. They don't want either one of these runners to get there. So that opens up the infield a little bit and a pop-up.
They say average goes up 50 points.
Is that what it, yeah. 2-0 on the batter. Hard ground ball to right field. Oh, and off the outfielder, and we're going to score, and that's going to be a ball game. That's a walk-off winner.
That's a hard hit ball. It's a great job.
Man.
Great job.
Hard hit, and it went off, rolled up the right fielder's arm, and that allowed Avery Kennedy to score from second with the winning run. McKenna Johnson gets to be the hero tonight here at JFE. The sophomore left fielder. Wow, what a way not to give up. I mean, down 4-0 and 5-1.
Well, you talked about it earlier. That's why you played earlier this season when they got behind and battled their way back.
Exactly. You really like to see that with a young team.
And as I was just going to say, you don't see that with young teams.
Right.
That's a good sign, really good sign.
Agreed. So, wow, what a finish. 3 runs in the bottom of the 6 and 2 runs in the bottom of the 7. So the Leafs walk off the Lady Maroons 6-5. So that puts them at 10-4, 4-0 in the conference. So I'll keep the lead there. I believe their next game is it's home here Saturday, 2 days from now, versus Kewanee. While Moline will go be home against Galesburg next Tuesday. So, wow, what a finish, Coach.
And that's 8 in a row for him. That's
Yes, exactly. All right.
very entertaining game. Very entertaining.
We'll wrap this up here for cameraman Keith Kennett and Coach Scott May. I'm Coach Pat Mitchell, and Lady Leafs a winner again here at JFE 6-5 on a walk-off. We'll see you down the road.